there was a hit on him.
Okay, and what was that reasoning?
Because somebody, I don't know if it was the man he testified against, was trying to get parole.
Okay.
And what, in their words, it was, and if in order for him to get that, Kenneth had to be gone.
It's just before 1 a.m. at an Elks Lodge in Albuquerque, New Mexico, where people can be seen mingling and dancing before this man, seen here, allegedly decides now is a good time to put a deadly end to a long-standing grudge. Take a look at this surveillance video that investigators say shows 46-year-old Theodore Toney moments before carrying out a fatal shooting. The suspect casually walks toward the dance floor before briefly stepping out of the camera view. But seconds later, Theodore returns, briefly stopping to chat with another patron before heading into the bathroom area. Meanwhile, the soon-to-be victim enters the frame here, identified as 40-year-old Kenneth Ellis, who investigators said testified against Theodore's son in a homicide trial nearly a decade prior. Kenneth can be seen in an embrace with another patron before heading over to a table area, when seconds later, Theodore reappears and again steps out of the view of the security camera. With one last hug, Kenneth goes to leave the late-night dance party. That's when investigators said Theodore reached out and fatally shot him in the head. Seconds later, the suspect is caught on another surveillance camera, making a hasty exit from the scene. It takes investigators less than a day to track down Theodore at a nearby apartment complex.
Apartment B. We have a search warrant for your residence. Come out to the sound of my voice with your hands up and empty. This is the Albuquerque Police Department. Occupants of... We have a search warrant for your property. Come outside to the sound of my voice with your hands up and empty. If you comply with my commands, I can guarantee your safety. If you do not, force may be used against you.
Yes, if you have any dogs, you can bring them out, but come out with nothing else. Like, hurry up.
Police didn't release footage of Theodore's actual arrest, but one detective fills us in on what allegedly happened in a pre-trial interview.
At that point, once we obtained the search warrant and the arrest warrants for Mr. Toney, a plan was made for ISU detectives with some other assisting investigative detectives to conduct a surround and call out. We also had assistance from tactical personnel. What a surround and call out means is we just basically set up an inner perimeter around the apartments. We use kind of distance and cover just to provide the safest possible means to take individuals into custody. PA announcements are conducted to the apartments and specifically directed at Mr. Toney, and that's what happened in this case. And Mr. Toney exited. He was compliant. And he was taken into custody.
The detective explains that Theodore was taken into custody without incident, where we find him next.
Yes. Hey, so sorry about the wait, man. I'm Detective Stephanie Rockwell. So I'm just touching up a few things over here. Are you good right now? I just wanted to check on you, make sure you need water or something. Okay, cool. So what we'll do is give me like maybe 5-10 minutes, and I'll come back here, take you in the room. If you want to talk, we'll talk.
I don't want to talk about that.
Okay.
I don't have anything to talk about.
Okay. We still have a search warrant that we need to execute, okay? It's already been signed by a judge for your DNA. So...
My DNA?
Yes, sir. It's just going to be some prints, major case prints on you, and then also do some bone swabs in your mouth, okay? That's already...
What?
For your DNA.
Why?
So, well, if you want to talk, we could talk over here.
No, I still need to know why.
Yeah. So, as of right now, you are under arrest. We have charges of an open count of murder.
What?
Yes, sir. And that's why we're going to get your DNA. So it's already been signed by a judge. I heard you've been really chill with him. I appreciate you being cooperative. Please don't try to fight us.
Oh, no, I just,
Alright, so.
if that's the case, I need a lawyer.
Yeah.
And I don't want to talk about nothing.
That's fair. And you already said that, so I'm not gonna interview you.
Okay.
Okay? But we still have to get your DNA. That's already, it's a legal document signed by a judge, okay? So give me a few minutes and then we'll get set up, okay?
Hey, by the way, as you're watching this, what are the body cams on Law and Crime prove? Maybe that the world is scary and unpredictable and having a great lawyer matters. And that is where Morgan & Morgan, the exclusive personal injury law firm of Law and Crime, comes in. Now, not only do they give us, amazing little merchandise here, look at this hat, fits actually pretty well, but they're also a firm with over 1,000 attorneys, and that is because they win a lot. In the past few months, Morgan & Morgan secured a $29 million verdict for a bicyclist in Philadelphia, a $2.7 million verdict for a car accident victim in Florida, not to mention $5.6 million for a car crash victim in Georgia after insurance offered that client $0. And even if you think your case isn't worth millions of dollars, why not start a claim and fight for what you deserve? And Morgan & Morgan makes it so simple. You can start a claim from your phone in just 8 clicks. So if you're injured, you can easily start a claim at forthepeople.com/LCBodyCam.
Theodore refuses to talk and demands a lawyer before police return to escort him to another room for fingerprinting and DNA swabs.
We're making progress. We're almost done here, okay? So we'll do that. We'll execute that warrant and then you'll be good. Important, because you offer it on yours. Go right around the corner to the right here. There we go.
All right, Sarah, I just gotta take some photos of you, okay?
Alright, we're gonna take his cuffs off for now, because he's gonna have to redo his prints and stuff. You can fix your pockets if you need to. Cool.
So if I could have you stand up against this wall right here. Close that so we can move over. I'm gonna take your hands out of your pocket. There you go.
A search of Theodore's criminal record reveals multiple assault and battery charges, with some involving a deadly weapon. Next, one officer inquires about an injury on the suspect's hand.
Okay? What'd you do?
I got bit by a dog.
Oh, no.
Mm.
Is it a big dog? Oh, no. Ouch. My chihuahua bites me, but he doesn't have teeth. So it doesn't really matter anymore. Ouch.
While officers continue processing the suspect, let's fast forward a few days when one witness comes forward.
Is there any questions you have for me about the case that I can most likely answer for you now?
So I heard, and this is why it was it didn't sit right with me, is I spoke to his sister, who has been in contact with her, and she told them that this is his sister and his mom. Why there was a hit on him.
Okay, and what was that reasoning?
Because somebody, I don't know if it was the the man he testified against, was trying to get parole.
Okay.
And what, in their words, it was, and if in order for him to get that, Kenneth had to be gone. I know, like, legally that's not how it works, but
Yeah.
that is, like, why would you tell the family that? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Who told her that?
I don't know.
So in order for the person that he testified against to get paroled, Kenneth had to be gone. Who's his sister? How do you spell that? Oh, right, we went over this.
Yeah.
Okay. And you have her phone number, or how she contact you?
I have her number.
Okay.
I've heard that too.
Okay.
Some kind of briefly. I'll have to go through jail calls to get that information. It's just, that's gonna take me some time. But if you hear anything else like that, please let me know, okay? I know it's a lot of rumors and a lot of things.
Yeah.
Obviously, we're just looking, we know who did it, we're just looking for a motive. Obviously, we know part of it, I think. I'm confident that we know part of it, I just need to, the rest of it would be good.
The witness explains what investigators already suspected, that Theodore allegedly targeted Kenneth for testifying against his family member.
Yeah, that's just why would you have that detail?
Yeah.
And you're friends with all the people involved.
Yes.
So it just, like, that didn't sit right. And then, like, I'm not trying to push it towards her, but that's...
Yeah,
My reasoning
absolutely.
might
I know
work.
people are talking, they're just not talking to the right person. But I'll find out. I'll get to the bottom of what happened, and
Right.
if anybody else is involved, they will be charged. If somebody set this up to get Kenneth there on that specific night, I will find that out, and they will be charged with first-degree murder and conspiracy. Even if they don't pull the trigger, I will still charge every single person involved if I get to the bottom of it.
Okay.
I hope that happens.
Yes, sir.
Absolutely. Okay.
Oh man. Okay.
I'll take this for you. I'll have to clean up this. Alrighty, man.
Alrighty.
We'll walk. I can walk out this way.
Next, the detective gets to talk to another witness who says they were there the night of the fatal shooting.
So I wanted to talk to you about that because I was told that you actually saw what happened because you were right there.
No, I was in my storage room. That's what the money, and me and the bartender was in there getting change, and I heard a shot, and I came out, and I told, and I said, oh, somebody bust a balloon. And we opened the door and came out, and the guy was laying on the floor, and I told her, close it. She said, no, it's not a balloon, it's a shot. Because the guy laying out, and I looked outside, and he was laying on the floor. I said, close the door, because I don't know if they're going to continue shooting or not.
Yeah.
So we closed the door and went back in there, me and her, for about a few minutes, when people were running out and, screaming and hollering. So I went back out, and that's just the way it was. I didn't see any shooting or nothing.
Awesome. So, and I apologize. There's a lot of footage to go
That's
through.
all right. That's
If
okay.
anything, after I look at this footage a little bit better, if I have any questions, would it be okay if I give you a call back?
That's fine, ma'am, because you ain't going to see me on that footage unless it was afterwards, because I wasn't even nowhere around.
So after the shooting that happened, did you hear who shot?
I was just told by several people that, what's his name? I forget his name, but the one that did the shooting, I was told by several people that he did the shooting.
Okay. Do you remember his name?
No, Tony? I think it's Tony.
Okay.
Investigators said it was tough to get any witness to come forward over fear of retaliation. But in another pretrial interview, one more witness gives her side of the story.
So were you at the bar when this happened?
I actually was not at the bar at the time of the shooting. I had just walked back into our closet to receive change. So I actually didn't see anything that happened.
Did you hear something?
Yes, I heard one loud pop. It kind of sounded like a balloon almost popping.
What happened after you heard that?
After I heard the pop, I kind of looked at the bar manager and I asked him, what was that? What happened? And so we came from around the corner from our liquor closet, and that's when I kind of seen everybody standing around, and I forgot his name, who got shot. That's when I saw him fall by the DJ booth.
So Mr. Ellis was not on the ground yet when you came out?
No, when I came, he was kind of standing, kind of like wobbling, and then he kind of like dropped.
Who did you see in near him at that time?
It was a lot of people, but the only one I can remember the most was, I believe it was his wife or his girlfriend.
Theodore was later found guilty of first-degree murder and sentenced to life behind bars.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, these ones, they're written out so different.
Yeah. No, this. Not this one. Just these four. And that's this.
So then these two are yours.
Yep. This. Can you use your restroom before you put your cups back on? Well, we're
just water though.
Yeah, we just water. I'll grab that real quick and then I'll meet you back out there. I'll put you back.
Thank you for your I appreciate it.
From, put your hands together like a coffee, or do you like another?